Hello, I'm Mr. Clark, Mr. Carey's Papa. Most of you know me by now. I'm going to be presenting chapel today for you. But first, a very important announcement from 3 scientists from Florida. Welcome to St. Nicholas Chapel. I know it's not St. Nicholas and it's not a chapel, but here we are, and this is the way we have to do it. Besides, I get to wear my bathrobe and I get to go barefoot, 2 of my favorite things. So let's have chapel. Our first hymn today is De Colores. Sing along. De colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajaritos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir, y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí, y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Canta el gallo con el kiri, 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 kiri. La gallina con el coro, 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 coro. Y los pollitos con el pío, 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 pío. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. I love that song. My favorite part is about el arco iris, the rainbow that shows us all its beautiful colors. Senora Maria Gonzalez taught me that song many years ago. Hola, Senora Maria. I hope you're listening today. Today's chapel is about singing, and I have some songs to share. Actually, I have a song for every division. I have a song for ELC. I have a song for lower primary. I have a song for middle primary, excuse me, and I have a song for upper primary. And we'll go in that order. This first song is for the ELC. But everybody can listen and everybody can sing along. When you're in the EOC, that's when you're really learning the basics. How to sit in a circle, how to take turns, remembering to wash your hands, looking before you cross the street. All those important basic life rules that help you later on in school. Well, this little song is about just that. When I was just a little kid, not so long ago, I had to learn a bunch of stuff I didn't even know, like how to dress myself and tie my shoes, how to jump a rope, how to smile for a picture without looking like a dope. Of all the things they taught me, my favorite of them all was a little poem hanging on the kindergarten wall. You know it, sing along. Of all you learn here, remember this the best. Don't hurt each other and clean up your mess. Take a nap every day, wash before you eat. Hold hands, stick together, look before you cross the street. Remember the seed in the little paper cup. First the roots grow down and then the plant grows up. First, second, third grade, fourth grade too. Had to learn the big stuff the big kids do, like how to add, subtract, and multiply, and read and write and play, how to sit in a little uncomfortable desk for nearly half a day. Of all they taught me, my favorite of them all was a little poem hanging on the kindergarten wall. Of all you learn here, remember this the best: don't hurt each other and clean up your mess. Take a nap every day, wash before you eat, hold hands, stick together, look before you cross the street. Remember the seed in the little paper cup. First the roots grow down and then the plant grows up. First the roots grow down and then the plant grows up. Lately I've been thinking, I look around and see an awful lot of grown-ups acting foolish as can be. You know, they've lots of things to learn they haven't mastered yet. Still it seems the really important stuff the grown-ups soon forget. I'm sure we'd all be better off if we would just recall that little poem hanging on the kindergarten wall. Of all you learn here, remember this the best: don't hurt each other and clean up your mess. Take a nap every day, wash before you eat, hold hands, stick together, look before you cross the street. Remember the seed in the little paper cup. First the roots grow down and then the plant grows up. This next song is for lower primary. It's called Little People. Don't get upset. I'm not saying you're little. I know you're big. The thing is, when you're in lower primary, you have grown a lot, but you still need help with lots of things. Now this song reminds us that even if you are little, you can pack a wallop. There are many things, many wonderful things that you can do. Let me teach you the words to the chorus, and you sing along with me when we get there. It says, a worm can roll a stone, a lowly worm. No strength at all, but he can roll a stone. A bee can sting a bear. Big old strong bear, but the bee has special powers. Fly can fly around Versailles. Versailles is the fanciest palace in Europe, but flies don't care. They fly in and out. And a sparrow in a hut, the lowly sparrow, happy with just a dry little spot in the rafters, and can make the sweetest little home there. And the lowly flea, the flea, can bite the bottom of the most important person on earth. Here's the song, Little People, for lower primary. They laugh at me, these fellows, just because I am small. They laugh at me because I'm not 100 feet tall. I tell them there's a lot to learn down here on the ground. The world is big, but little people turn it around. A worm can roll a stone, a bee can sting a bear, a fly can fly around Versailles 'cause flies don't care. A sparrow in a hut can make a happy home. A flea can bite the bottom of the Pope in Rome. Goliath was a bruiser who was tall as the sky. But David threw a right and gave him one in the eye. I never read the Bible, but I know that it's true. It only goes to show what little people can do. A worm can roll a stone, a bee can sting a bear, a fly can fly around Versailles 'cause flies don't care. A sparrow in a hut can make a happy home. A flea can bite the bottom of the Pope in Rome. Be careful where you go, 'cause little people grow. And little people know when little people fight. We may look easy pickings, but we got some bite. So never kick a dog, because he's just a pup. You better run for cover when the pup grows up. Sing along. A worm can roll a stone, a bee can sting a bear, a fly can fly around beside 'cause flies don't care. A sparrow in a hut can make a happy home. A flea can bite the bottom of the Pope in Rome. And now, middle primary. I know you. This is when you really start asking the big questions. You know, there are two kinds of questions. There are questions that require definitive answers, like what is 1 plus 1? The answer is always going to be 2, hopefully. What is your name? And then there are rhetorical questions. These are questions that don't require answers. As a matter of fact, there are no answers. Rhetorical questions are there just to make you think. Have your teachers help you look up the word rhetoric. First you'll have to figure out how to spell it, and it's kind of strange, I'll warn you. This song for middle primary is full of questions, but questions that don't have answers. Whatever you do, don't try to answer these questions. What if a zebra had spots? Do you think he'd like it a lot? What if a tiger had polka dots? What if a leopard did not? What if we could sleep like a bat? Or dine like an aristocrat? Instead of going to work, we stand around and get fat. And I know some people like that. What if we talk with our nose? What if the sun froze? Exactly what do you suppose it'd be like if we never wore clothes? What if a hippo could fly? Flutter like a butterfly. Do you think that any would try? Or what if an onion could cry? What if a goat lost his appetite? Do you think he'd be all right? What if a tree could read or write? What if a cantaloupe could fight? And if my daddy lived in Sault Ste. Marie, he never would have met my mommy. And I can say with certainty, you would not be listening to me. Well, this last song is for upper primary. I know you too. Upper primary is when you're getting to the point that you almost know everything, but not quite. But remember, upper, right now you're big fish in a little pond. Not too long from now, you'll be little fish in a huge ocean. This song is meant to remind you that no matter how grand you think you are, when you consider the ever-expanding universe, and from that perspective, you're just a little speck. Mr. Carey had you do an exercise about that this week. I saw it. It was wonderful, where you were zooming out and zooming in. Well, think of that as I sing this song for upper primary. And remember to consider your relative insignificance. Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving, revolving at 900 miles an hour, that's orbiting at 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. Now the sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day in an outer stellar arm at 40,000 miles an hour of a galaxy we call the Milky Way. Our galaxy itself contains 100 billion stars. It's 100,000 light years side to side. It bulges in the middle, 16,000 light years thick, but out by us it's just 3,000 light years wide. We're 30,000 light years from galactic central point. We go round every 200 million years. And our galaxy itself is only one of millions and billions in this amazing and expanding universe. Oh, our universe itself keeps on expanding and expanding in all of the directions it can whiz. As fast as it can go, at the speed of light, 12 million miles a minute, and that's the fastest speed there is. So remember when you're feeling a little cocky and somewhat grand, how amazingly unlikely was your birth. And pray that there's intelligent life somewhere out there in space, 'cause there's a lot of confusion down here on the earth. Our birthday prayer today is for everybody who has a birthday today, but also for anyone who's missed a birthday because of all the days we've missed through these trying times. So, may the Lord be with you. Let us pray. Watch over your children, O Lord, as their days increase. Bless and guide them wherever they may be. Strengthen them when they stand. Raise them up when they fall. And in their hearts, may your peace, which passes understanding, abide all the days of their lives. Amen. I noticed some of you, I'm sure some of you have noticed that I'm wearing my hat in chapel. Normally that's a bit irreverent, but it would be even more irreverent for you to see my hair. I badly need a haircut after these 2 weeks, and so I'll keep my hat on. With that in mind, for our last hymn, I have a special hat. Let me get you on. Join me in the final chorus about those singing roosters. Canta el gallo con el kiri, 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 kiri. La gallina con el coro, 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 coro. Los pollitos con el pío, 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 pío. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. I hope you've enjoyed chapel today. I certainly have enjoyed being with you. Adios, until next time.